I've reviewed hundreds of dating profiles at this point, and mistakes are always the same five or six that are popping up again and again. So I'm going to go over exactly what those are, showing you some real profiles, as well as how you can stand out among all that competition. Okay, great first picture. Looks like a rugby player. Like, he's a bit bigger, but it still looks like he's fit, which is good. Seal prompt doesn't really do anything. Good prompts are meant to start conversations, and that one doesn't accomplish that. I would change to just long term. That's one of those big mistakes. Definitely do that. His hair and his beard are actually decent, and it shows you that you can be a bit bigger and still look great, even though his shirt doesn't really fit him or anything like that. Useless prompt there. That picture's okay. I mean, it shows like his size better, which is important. Meaningless prompt again. And yeah, pictures aren't bad, but he didn't share anything about himself. He could actually talk about rugby and what that's like and how that's a big passion or focus or whatever it is. I'm assuming that's what he's actually playing in that picture. Next, it's not a bad picture, but the problem with this, you can't see him super well. And since this is his main picture, this is his first one, it's what people actually judge on for whether they want to scroll down on the rest of the profile. You want a clear face shot, and this one doesn't do that. Prompt is average. That's a really solid picture. That's a good one. That could maybe even be cropped in and then zoomed in for his first one. Not a good picture. Kind of just looks a bit frumpy there. This is a better prompt, at least, because it actually goes into some places that he likes to visit. He could go deeper into what he likes to talk about, hobbies, bands, passions, whatever. Now, while that's not a great first picture, if it has something to do with his job, that's great. He should lean on that because that looks cool. If he actually drives some sort of boat and this is just not some random photo op, he should lean on that. What you do for work, what you do for school, even if it's not cool, it's good to discuss it because there's at least something that somebody could relate to that they might have experience with. Again, this prompt won't move the needle for anybody though. Now, this last picture here it's not bad, but this is a bit of an issue. And there's an important point here that I want to make, and that this is like a typical good photo, something that you would actually consider is great. I guess he's in the zoo. Maybe he's somewhere, native to those monkeys. But he doesn't look good in it. And some people sometimes will put what is on paper to be a better picture. They will include that. But he's just the timing of the picture, his face doesn't look as good as the other ones. And that's what's more important. But the attraction, how attractive you are above the environment that you're in. Now, let me show you the opposite of this. This is a mirror picture. You don't want mirror pictures. That is a bad picture, but he happens to look good in it. His style is good. Jawline looks good. Hair is on point. That is more impactful than a different picture where he's in somewhere really cool, on top of some mountain, but he happens to look like crap. So just keep those in mind. Next, this is a good first picture. It's great. Clear face shot. Nothing wrong with that at all. This prompt is decent. Shares information about himself. You read it, it's like, okay, horror movies. The thing that's, he likes the old horror movies. It's not just horror movies, which is actually it's a very specific genre. You either like it or you don't. Personally, I don't. But you have a read on him. Oh, he likes that. Oh, he likes the old ones. He's into cars, ancient history, vinyl collection. You're kind of getting an idea. Giving a specific song too, because, if I don't know that song, maybe I should check it out, but I like Tame Impala. If some woman said some Tame Impala song that I really like, then that would be a great conversation point. And yeah, I would remove the open to short. These are both great. Nothing wrong with that, even though Miss Piggy, I don't know how his friend would think that he replaced her head with Miss Piggy. But yeah, no, those are good. Dog, that's great. Next, prompt isn't good. Never share what you're looking for. Never share what you're looking for unless you have two other banger prompts, because you have to realize some woman may find you attractive, but she probably has a lot of other guys who are giving her likes that are just as attractive or more. So listing specific things about yourself and your lifestyle is critical as it allows you to stand out to the right person. Not all of them, but some of them will have things in common with you, and it will give you an edge that those other guys don't have. Let's keep going here. That picture's fine. Not a bad prompt for this one. Haunted spots around Ontario. Lego, again, that helps you get an idea of who he is. These last two pictures are fine. It kind of looks like, what's her name? Piper Perry, that meme. If you know, you know. It kind of looks like that. The filler picture, that's completely fine. Hinge requires a total of 6. That's hard. Just getting one good picture of yourself is hard. So getting 6 is like impossible for at least a lot of guys who don't like take a bunch of pictures of themselves, which is like 99% of us. So, you know, filler pictures, I have one of my dog. You can take just about anything, literally a scenic picture that you took. I'm sure you probably have a bunch of those. That's fine, at least in the beginning. Next, decent first picture. The prompt isn't anything special. So if I had to rewrite this one, I would say, instead of hit a new restaurant every week, go try a restaurant that's like way out of our comfort zone. Instead of make it to the gym to burn off those calories, I would keep it the same, but mention instead a favorite hike or trail, like a specific name of one that I go to that I enjoy, because they might have experience with it. And cooking class, I would actually mention like a food I like a class for that, like a sushi cooking class, Thai food, whatever. Again, something they might be able to relate to. The last part is fine, but between mentioning calories and meal prep, it looks like he goes to the gym and that's like a notable thing in his life. So he should talk a lot more about that in a prompt at some point. This picture is good. And okay, so here's another mistake, is listing traits. Like anyone can say they're ambitious, compassionate, kind, easy to talk to, but that doesn't mean you are. It just like, it doesn't, like they're just gonna have to take your word for it. It doesn't do anything. Like the other person, like when you say something like I'm into Lego, you don't question that. But when they say like all these like things that they're just, you know, describing themselves as great, like it's a very easy mistake to make. But it just doesn't move the needle for you. It just doesn't help you stand out. Next picture is, it's okay or whatever, like basically a filler type. Again, he's listing what he's looking for. It's also saying stylish. Like he's not even super stylish himself. So I wouldn't put that there. Last picture here is okay. That's fine. But the top one, there's two things I want to mention. First off, he looks like he just got some really, really bad news by the reaction of his face. But his arms are big. So I was right. He goes to the gym. He works out. That's a notable thing. I didn't get that from the other picture. Like even this, just by the type of shirt that he's wearing, it kind of hides his biceps. The shirt does a better job at it. Maybe it's even a little too tight. But I would recommend that he shows that off, because that's something that you should show off if you have a great physique. Next, the first picture is okay. The one below that, it's a video prompt. That's fine. But if you are going to include one, if you can include a talking head video prompt like I'm doing right now, where you just talk a bit about yourself and show up your vibe, it's a big, big advantage if you can pull it off. Formula One, cricket, that's great. Things about himself. Okay, here's another thing, mechanical engineer. I assume that would be a pretty stable job and one that actually pays well. And if you happen to make good money, like I don't advise you to hide it, actually. Like I know you don't want to like attract like gold diggers or whatever, but it's just something that is a big green flag to women, because you're just kind of showing that you have stability, that you have some level of ambition to be able to accomplish a job that pays well. And you know, like women care a lot about money, extra about money. But you know, guys care a little bit extra about appearance. It is what it is. Fair trade. If he happens to hold a pilot license, he should be 100% talking about that, because that's super cool. And something else I'll give him credit for, he's smiling on every picture. Smiling with teeth too, which is like even better. That it's very, I'm definitely guilty of that. I'm pretty sure like every picture I have on my dating app or fucking every thumbnail that I have, I don't show my teeth for some reason. But he's doing that. And the reason why that's important is just like very welcoming, kind vibes, because women are meeting a stranger at the end of the day on these apps, and he doesn't seem threatening. You know, he's just like, oh, he seems like cool. He seems nice. That's all good. Yeah, another one here. He's smiling. The museums, fairs, prompts. Prompt is pretty generic. Same with this one. Same thing. Again, still smiling. That's good. And you know what? This last picture is great. This is a really good last picture. I would actually crop this if he could actually, if he has a higher quality version of it, I would crop that, make it his first picture. Next, solid picture. He's a vet, showed his job right away. That's great. That's something that could definitely help you stand out. A lot of women will dig anything animals. Prompt isn't bad. I'd be more specific about what you like doing outdoors, like I mentioned. If it's like a hike or whatever it is, be specific about it. Nerdy sci-fi fantasy stuff is fine. Like it could be more specific, but it's fine. Helping others could be expanded upon. Like if he volunteers somewhere and that's like a big notable thing in his life, which apparently it might be, include that. Like, how do you help others? This prompt won't really move the needle. Again, as long as like 2 prompts actually share enough about you, you can't just have a third one being whatever. That picture's good. I mean, shirtless pictures are fine as long as they're not in front of the mirror. This prompt, like again, it try to be specific, because to me, relaxation is book. That doesn't really say anything. Like I read Project Hail Mary kind of recently, and if I saw a woman mention that instead of just like reading, instead of just relaxation is book, I would ask her about it, because that's Andy Weir. I like Andy Weir. I like his movies. There's a movie specifically about Project Hail Mary coming up. I mean, just like things that are just relevant to me, and that might happen if he had included what books he likes to read. Let's keep going. This picture, like I'm actually very for sharing things about yourself. Like don't hide the fact that you're a nerd or whatever it is. But this picture is like, okay, it's just not as good as the other ones, and his like facial expression, it's just not as good. Again, like very easy mistakes to make, and it's very hard to see yourself as an outsider. So it's very understandable if you make mistakes like this. Again, nerdy picture, it's completely fine. And the thing is, the algorithm actually knows this. And it recognizes from all the likes that you get, that there's a certain type of woman who likes nerdy stuff as well. And it will show you women who are into the stuff as you are. And if you don't include that, even if you think it's like, okay, I'm really into, I don't know, Lego, for instance, or whatever. Like some women are really into it as well. And how Hinge and dating apps work is a lot of people actually do see your profile. So that's why it's important to always mention that kind of stuff. And the last one is fine. Anyway, I hope that helped you a little bit. I'll link to another video here, which is my other one. I go a little bit deeper into the things I didn't mention in this one, just other mistakes that are very common that you missed. If you need some help, give me a shout out. I have my email listed in the description. And if you have any other questions, just shoot a comment below. But otherwise, I will talk to you again soon.